Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. There he goes, right side. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards on the ground.
And the Steelers first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A handoff for Warren. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 0. First Boswell, we kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens at 11-5 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the give, it's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Warren. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Boswell's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now Pickett. That is caught. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, 73 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, middle.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So they're on the scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Jackson options out left. First down, here's Mitchell. He'll take this to the 46.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now Jackson. And this is tight end Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they run the option on second down. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on this progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Quincy Roche there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
DC ready? Hey, report. Let's go.
Throw caught by Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run again. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime.